Gamers should collect physical movies. Here I have a PS5 copy of Ratchet & Clank. If I put this game in to my PS5, I will have the same experience playing it as I would with a digital copy. It's the same game, the same story, the same audio, the same visuals, everything is identical. But that's not the case with movies. Take, for instance, this copy of The Boy and the Heron. If I put this in, I will get a higher quality of experience versus what any streaming service or online storefront can provide. Those storefronts and streaming services highly compress both the audio and the video, resulting in really degraded resolution, colors, contrast, and especially audio. Another reason why physical movies are so great to collect versus games is that they're generally cheaper. Take, for instance, this copy of Ratchet & Clank: A Rift Apart. It's a middling price game for collectors at about $40. You can get really good deals on some games, even especially PS3 games. A lot of them go for only $10, but a lot of newer games, especially, they go for a lot more. If you want a nice collector's edition for some games, you have to pay upwards of $100 for it. That is not the case with movies. They typically cost somewhere between $5 to $30 for a physical copy. Speaking of collector's editions, they are more common and stick around for longer in movies. So you get nice steelbooks, you get wonderful posters and art books inside, and it's absolutely fantastic to collect. You can put it on your shelf as a nice collectible. Now, if you're a gamer, and this is why this is about gamers, you probably already have a console that can play physical movies. Take, for instance, the PS5 and Series X. They make pretty good 4K Blu Ray players. They can play any movie disc on the market. And so you don't need to buy anything new. Now, if you have an older console, like let's say a PS3, it can still play DVDs and 1080p Blu Rays. It just can't play the 4K discs. But luckily, if you do buy a 4K version of a movie, there's a 99% chance that it will come with either a 1080i additional disc, so you can play the movie, or a DVD. So you can just buy whatever version of the movie is the highest quality, if you have an older console, and play the lower end disc inside, and then when you upgrade your console, then you can play the 4K version. Now, there is one last thing I want to share. Recently, my parents came and visited me. They stayed overnight, and I played for them a couple of movies, and one of them was Apollo 13. Now, they'd see this movie about 25 times, but this time the movie hit differently for all of us. The way that the picture quality was, how clear the movie looked, how realistic the lighting was, how immersive the sound was. I mean, there was even a scene with a helicopter flying overhead, and you could literally hear the helicopter flying over your head and going behind you. It was incredible. And with that, they, during several moments of the film, were either crying or had tears in their eyes. It hit differently versus any other time they'd ever seen it. And that memory with my parents of seeing this film that time, I will treasure that for the rest of my life. And that's something you can't get from a streaming service, from a digital copy of a movie. The quality just isn't there to immerse you like that. So, what do you think? Do you collect physical movies? Are you thinking about it now that you've seen this video? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Sushi. Keep rolling.